Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Daniel. Today I am making a new video on how to build the British 800 style 2204 model step by step. My previous video that I built, it was a little bit of a time lapse and a demo, sound demo, and a little bit of an upgrade. This time I want to do component by component, step by step. It may be a long video, so I'll break it up in two parts maybe. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. So in this video also I'm going to add the number 36 mod, which is an extra gain stage for more distortion or more amplification, and just test how it sounds and everything like that. So if you're interested, just stick around and let's get to the video. So real quick, this is what comes on when you order the small parts kits. I just order just the small parts. This box has like the fuse holders, the knobs. Let me show you right here. Fuse holders, knobs, cables, sockets, stuff like that. Everything you need for that, and then you get another box with all the resistors, capacitors, diodes, potentiometers, all that stuff. On that order also, you will get a turret board. This is where all the components get soldered into, and then you get a bag with your filter capacitors, Mojotone branded, the tube covers and capacitor brackets, and also you get the capacitor, the tube holders for the output tubes and all that hardware. You also get a cable, a power cable. It's somewhere over here. Anyway, so you also get a power cable, and that's pretty much all you get. It was about 200 and some change for this kit, the small parts. You don't get the transformers, you don't get the tubes, and you don't get the case. I already have all that, so that's why I didn't order it, because I built my second amp that I built was same one, and with that one it took me a while to figure it out, and it was like a Frankenstein, and I did a lot of experimenting and learning. So I figured I'm just gonna rebuild it, so clean it up a little bit, because it's a lot of stuff, a lot dirty. You have to solder everywhere, so that's my planning. So some tools that I'm gonna use. So we use this clamps, right? Some little snip. These are really good to get into tight corners and clip some wires. This is a lifesaver also. It's a cable stripper. Save you some time. You don't have to use it. You can use your teeth or whatever, or a knife. What else? I like to use heat shrink. So sometimes I like to put heat shrink on the shielded cable, so it keeps the wires nice and clean, like this one. See if it focuses. Put my finger on there. There you go. Kind of like that. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you like what I'm doing. Just don't forget that I am not an expert, so don't take my word for it. If I say something, always double check somewhere else, maybe with an expert or with Google. I use a lot of resources, Google, websites. I have a book about building amps and stuff like that. So I'm doing this just for the fun of it, and just to show you guys. Maybe I can help you out or encourage you to, if you're worried, if you're scared of doing it yourself. So you can see what the process is, and maybe you can follow me while I'm doing it, or just do it on your own. So, and again, just got to be careful with the high voltages. I can't stress that enough. I've been shocked a few times and I'm still here, but it's very dangerous, and the risk is risky. So just respect the high voltages, and yeah, just do it safely. So let's just get started. Okay, so we're gonna start by first thing I like to do is to number each pin on the turret board, so it's easier to find. I printed this out. I don't have long paper, so I printed it out and I taped it. Alright, so we're gonna orient this the way it looks here. This too. So I'm gonna start marking numbers. It makes it easier when you're trying to find where something goes. So I'm just gonna number this 2, 3. And 47. There's 47 of them. I'm gonna do the same thing on the paper. Go 1, 2, 3. And 47. So they all match up. Okay. So let's start. Turn on my soldering iron about 650. Let me get some solder. Okay, we can start with the diodes. Let me look. All right, let's go get the sheets. Here's the diodes. I missed it. All right, so the diodes, the little gray line goes towards the bottom. So I want to like make it look nice, so I'm gonna straighten out these legs over here as straight as possible. That might be too short. Let's see. All right, that looks like it works. Get the other one same distance. Oh, I want to make it look good, so I want it to be almost exactly the same distance. All right, so we'll put this here. Almost perfect. And then we'll put this one here. All right. They're almost the same distance. Okay. So now we gotta look for the 160K resistor going from here to here. We should start with the wires, because this is gonna go underneath. I don't like doing it. You could do it on the bottom, but I'm just gonna do it on top. Let me do that first, because then all the components will be on the way if I don't do it now. So I'm gonna get some red, the red bundle. And it goes from 3 to 5. From 3 to 5. Let's kind of eyeball it a little bit. Cut it. Call it a bit longer so you can go around the turret. Strip it a little bit. Okay, that might be too short. I need some more. When it's a short wire like this, it's hard to strip with this. There you go. Alright, so now let's put a curve in it. I'm just putting a curve so it goes around the turret. So 3 to 4. Some solder in there. Let it run. Let's get it hot. Should be pretty good. And put some more solder. I don't want to hold it too long because it'll melt the PVC on the cable. So I'll try to do it quickly in spurts. But once the turret gets hot, the solder will flow. Anyway, so we got that one. Let's do 32 to 22. So this is 22 to 32. Let's measure the cable again. It's tedious. Strip out the cable. Oh man, this stripper kind of stripped a little too much. Got the wire too. Yeah, when I strip, I gotta bend the wire like this so it doesn't pull the wire through. 'Cause like this one, I pulled it through. So I gotta get some more over here. Now let's see if it's still long enough. So 32, yeah. All right, let's see. Let's get some solder in here. There he goes. Okay, that one's good. So that's this one. Let's do 35 to 23. So, excuse me, that's 33, 32, 3 to 23. 32 to 23. All right. I'm using the tip of the pliers to push it in and bend it around so it looks better. There you go. Let's get some solder in here and clean the tip. This tip, I might have to change that tip. It's pretty old. All right. So those two cables are there. Now we need one from 6 all the way to 43. 6 to 43. So we need from 6 to 43. Get a little bit of slack. $483. Okay, let's get some solder here. Oh man, I don't like that. It's kind of loose. All right, that should be good. All right, that one's ready for some solder. Okay. Those two are good. All right, guys, welcome back. I was having issues with the mount that I had before and also the lens. The aperture is not very wide, so it wasn't letting a lot of light in. So I'm limited of the lights that I have here. So I swapped out the lens. This one doesn't have any zoom, but it has a pretty big aperture, so it makes it look brighter. Okay, we'll continue on. So the next cable I'm gonna put on is pin 7. That goes from pin 7 to pin 10. Pin 7 to pin 10. Measure that. Cut. Get a little bit more here. And also this diagram, you can go to the website Mojotone and download it, even if you don't have the kit. You can download it and use it if you want to build piece by piece on your own. If you don't want to buy the whole thing at once. That's what I did on my other amp, the one I'm rebuilding now. Let's see. Cable's a little too long, so I just bend it a little bit. All right, let's put one side first. So I'm gonna keep it there. Let it cool off. You don't want to blow on it because it can cause cold solders. Just let it cool off on its own. All right, 10. Warm it up. All right, let that cool off. Looks pretty good. So that was this cable. Now we're gonna go, got pretty much everything here. So now we need from 15 to 28. 15 to 28. Let's get that done. So 15 to 28. Put some solder on this one. Okay, I think we're done with those. The other ones will go to the bottom. This one goes to the bottom. All right, so let's continue on with this. I can put solder on this one because this one's I still loose. You just double check, make sure that they point in the right direction. Now let's put some solder on this one. The legs on this one are pretty thick, so that resistor that goes right here on this leg, you can't put it in the same hole, so it's gonna go on the side. So right now I'm dropping a little bit of solder inside the hole. There it is. Almost perfect, but it's okay. All right, so we need the 160K resistor. Let's put this over here. So we're looking for the 160K resistor, and I like to test them out, make sure. So looking at this, the 160 is the third box down. It's only one of them right there. It'll be this one. Now let's make sure this is 160. pretty close. 157. Okay, so this one's gonna go from here to here. I'm gonna cut the leads a little bit. Don't cut too much. Trim it out a little bit. Don't need all that. So it goes from 20 to 2. And this is for the bias. So I'm just bending it around the pole, the turret, just like that. So now I'm gonna bend this one. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Just bending around. Takes time. I just want to make sure it looks good and looks pretty centered. All right, now let's put some solder in it. Now we can find the smaller 1N4007 diode. Now we gotta make sure it points the right direction. It looks like it's this one over here. There you go, it's this one. Okay, let's see. All right, making sure the legs are pretty straight so it looks good. Just gonna measure real quick over here, because this one is gonna go in the little holes. So I'm gonna put that there, bend it down. Put that there. And bend it down. Gonna trim the excess. You don't need all that. Should be good. So make sure the white line is pointing up for the polarity. And I'm not gonna put solder there yet, because let's see, we can put this capacitor here and this resistor before we put some solder. All right, so I need the bias capacitor, 8U, 8 microfarad, 150 volts. Now notice it has a like a edge right here, and on the paper, I don't know if you can see it. There you go. It is pointed this direction. So make sure you put it the same way. These capacitors will pop if you put them backwards, or the electrolytic, if you put them backwards, I've seen them pop before, like a firecracker. So you want to make sure polarity is good. All right. So this is gonna be like this. I think I had a stick that I measured the distance. Nah, this doesn't work. So I want to make sure it looks pretty centered. Now, this is taking me forever because I want it to look really good. I don't want it to look sloppy. Okay, let's bend. Let's do a bend right here. Let's do a cut. This is just for measuring. Let's do a bend. Oh man. Right there is fine. All right, the positive goes to the top and this one goes to the bottom. There you go, it's perfect. Now let's see if we can get this resistor is 15K. Put it across here. 15K. It's this box right here. So if you go 1, 2, 3. This resistor. Let's verify it. Make sure it's 15. Make sure it didn't get mixed up or something. If you know how to read the code on the resistors, then you can too. I don't know how to read that. I don't have it memorized. All right, it's 14.8. That's pretty good. Close. Okay, let's see. So this one's gonna go from here to here. Let's bend it down right there. I think it'll be the same over here. Let's cut out the excess. Drop it in. Oh. All right. Fits pretty good. I'm not gonna put solder there yet. Okay, let's grab the other. Where's this going? Okay, let's grab the other capacitor. It's gonna do same thing. I can probably fast forward this so it doesn't take that long. I'm gonna record it and then I'll fast forward it. I want to make sure it's the same distance on both, so it looks the same. All right, looks pretty good. Now, one thing I did forget was this bridge right here. That happened to me on my previous build where I didn't put that in. And I think I was getting half the voltage because of that. Half the wave. I don't know. It was making a weird noise. So we're gonna bend this. Gonna bend that there. Then I'm gonna get this one. That's pretty good. All right, let's put some solder on those. I might as well get solder on this too over here. Making sure I don't burn the capacitor with my soldering iron. All right. That should be good enough. Now, this is, oh, I can't read it. What is that? 32? What is this? I don't know what the value of that one is. I need to go look it up. I'll be right back. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it right there. Thank you so much for watching. Video was getting a little bit too long, so I'm gonna break it up in 3 or 4 parts. I'm not sure. Hopefully this video is gonna help somebody out if you're building your own amp, or encourage you, or show you how easy it is to build. Actually, you may need a little bit of skills, how to soldering and stuff like that. I have no skills, so hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and when I put out my next video, you can see it. So once again, I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.